Mehmet, it's great to meet you here at the Gitex conference. The reason I wanted to drop by your stand was to talk to you a little bit about your tape support, which I understand was introduced to the VEEAM product about 12 months ago.
Yes.
By way of introduction, we started working together on a client that we both serviced in the Bahrain region, and we spent a little bit of time getting our products to talk. It was something that worked really well, and I just thought maybe you'd like to tell us a little bit about your vision for VEEAM as far as it goes for supporting tape.
Yes, sure. Thanks, Gerald, for having this interview with me. Yes, it was actually a great experience to work together. It was also a challenging one, but we succeeded. So basically, as you know, VEEAM started supporting the tape, as you said, 12 months back, 1 year back, with the version 7. And we are continuing to enhance this also with the version 8, which is going to be released very soon also as well. So mainly what we have done, as you know, in Bahrain with that customer, that he had some challenges in tracking the tape. And here where we had this tape track integration with VEEAM that me and you we came out with. And the challenge for the customer is to track his tapes. And he wants to know which tape should go to the vault and when it should return back. So this was the main challenge. And actually it's not something missing, I can say, in VEEAM or in any other products, but this is something that backup administrator they look for. So it was a good experience, I believe, and the customer was very happy to do that.
Yes.
And I liked also the way that you have done this integration also as well, because I remember I extracted the data from the database and you have wrote the script and they have fully automated that and they were very, very happy at the end with that.
Well, one of the other things I wanted to quickly talk to you about is tape in the region. So we were mentioning, we were talking earlier, and you were saying that in the region there's a certain degree of distrust of the cloud. That it's something that people will overcome over time, but people are looking to store their data locally.
Yes.
Which is something that really, in places like the United States, it's not something that's really on people's radar.
Yes.
Where do you see those concerns coming from, and how do you think people will overcome them?
Yeah, so as we were mentioning before in our chat, is tape, people use it for compliance,
Yes.
and the alternative is there, but they are not adopting it, which is the cloud. So the main reason behind not adopting the cloud so fast in the region
Yes.
is still many factors. It's still for the region a new technology.
Yes.
This is the first thing. The second thing is security. All these articles you can find on the internet about the privacy, let's say, thing, that who owns the data there?
Yes.
Who owns the data? Is it, okay, I am the customer, I send my data to the cloud, but at the end of the day, it's sitting in someone else's data center. So there's this, fear here in the region about that guy, he might just get access to my data.
Yes.
The third thing is, which is more into, again, I can say security plus political thing, is that my data is shipped out of, let's say, the UAE, Oman, Bahrain, Qatar, whatever, and it's now in the land of the United States of America, or it's in Australia, or it's in Europe. It's fine, I believe.
Yes.
So this is the main factor
Yes.
that's still driving people not to adopt the cloud, and still they have the tape. But I can tell you one more thing. As best practice in the backup, people say that you need to have 3 copies of the data,
Yes.
2 different medias.
Yes.
And when we say medias, it's the tape and the disk.
Yes.
So the cloud, at the end of the day, if you want this type of disk as well, so they prefer also to use the tape. So some people they look at it from this perspective as well.
So primary, secondary, and tertiary
Exactly.
data protection.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
The secondary being the cloud disk,
Right.
and the tertiary data protection being
Right.
the
Yes,
second
right.
media type, which is tape.
Yes, that's right.
Terrific. Well, I won't take up much more of your time, because there's a lot of people here waiting to speak to you. Thanks a lot for your time, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Sure, thanks, Gerald, and I'm happy to see you here.
All right.
And I hope that we have more collaboration in the future.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.